Integration was the worst trade-off in Black American history. We gave up owning our own stuff just to get a seat at someone else's table. And we've been broke because of it ever since. They handed us the key to the front door while they snuck out the back with the deed to the whole house. That isn't progress. That's a takeover dressed up as a favor. Before the whites only signs came down, we had more than a game. We had a whole economy. During World War II, black baseball alone was bringing in $2 million a year. That made it one of the biggest black-run industries in the whole country. By 1942, over 3 million fans were packing Negro League stadiums. And every single ticket they bought paid for gas at a black-owned gas station, dinner at a black-owned restaurant, a new suit from a black-owned clothing store. That money didn't leave the neighborhood. It built the neighborhood. As Bob Kendrick, president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, said, whenever you had successful black baseball, you had thriving black economies. Then came integration, smiling for the cameras with the knife behind its back. When Jackie Robinson stepped onto that field in 1947, the history books called it a victory, and yeah, it was symbolic. But for black businesses, it was a funeral. Black fans, excited to see our stars in the big leagues, took their money right over to the white-owned stadiums. Black-owned businesses couldn't hold on to their workers or their customers once the talent and the attention left. Most of the bigger black companies from that era just collapsed and died. This wasn't a natural change. It was a hijacking of our dollars and our loyalty. And don't let anyone tell you this was just about baseball. Look at basketball. We had the Black Fives era. Teams like the New York Renaissance, the Wrens, owned by a black man named Bob Douglas. That team won an insane 2,588 games over 25 years. All that ticket money, all the buzz, all the power, it was ours. You know what happened when the NBA started letting black players in? The Wrens folded. The white-owned league snatched up the talent and left black owners with nothing but memories. Same story in racing. The Gold and Glory Sweepstakes, run by the Colored Speedway Association in the 1920s and 30s, was our version of the Indy 500. We built it. We owned it. We ran it. Where is it now? Gone. Buried right alongside the wealth it used to create. Now look at where we are today, because the same old story is still bleeding us dry. Black athletes are the engine of modern sports. We make up 70% of the NFL, 75% of the NBA. The money our labor generates is staggering. Over $50 billion a year in direct revenue. When you add in media rights, jerseys, the whole machine, it climbs past $300 billion. Every dollar you spend on sports, you're largely betting on black bodies. So here's the sick joke. After Michael Jordan sold the Charlotte Hornets, the total number of black majority owners in the NBA, NFL, and MLB dropped to basically zero. Out of over 150 major pro teams, black people don't call the shots at a single one. Meanwhile, white households hold 84% of the nation's wealth. Black households hold just 4%. We're 13% of the population. The factory runs on our backs, but we don't own a single brick of it. So let's run the what if game. What if the Negro Leagues never ended? What if the Black Fives kept controlling their businesses? What if all that money, trillions of dollars, cycled through sports over the last 70 years had actually stayed in black neighborhoods? We wouldn't be having sad conversations about the wealth gap. We'd be talking about black-owned banks financing black-owned hospitals, sitting right next to black-owned stadiums. Players wouldn't just be chasing a check from some billionaire. They'd be pouring money back into the self-sustaining system that owns its land, its labor, and its future. This isn't about the good old days. This is about facing the hard truth that we got played. Integration gave us a seat at a table we didn't own. Real power is owning the whole restaurant.